Hi.
Oh, it's you. I suspected something was up.
You got the same text then.
Yeah, Mary said to come meet online.
I got mine from Charlie.
Well, look, should we leave and we'll just tell them that we caught them and it's caught them out?
Well, no. Let's entertain them.
Well, what are we going to talk about then?
I guess what they want us to talk about.
Well, okay, you know I blame you about Jason.
Well, I blame you for introducing him to Tom.
Look, is this how it's going to go?
Yes.
Okay, I don't feel any different and I still have contempt for you.
Well, same. So this intervention is useless.
Maybe we should just say what we really think.
Oh, you really want that? Well, okay, I think your blog's fake.
Oh, this is coming from an actress whose life is fake.
Well, I get paid for it, but you go around pretending to be the world's best mum.
Well, you don't make it very difficult being, well, don't have to say much there, do we?
Oh,
About
thank
being
you.
a mum. Go on,
Well,
what
I
else?
don't have all that makeup plastered on.
Oh, come on. Like, just because you're this emotionless middle-aged lady who's pushed everybody away and lives on your own.
Oh,
don't come
thank
down.
you. You look like you haven't eaten in weeks, darling.
Well, maybe I haven't. And what has that got to do with anything? And oh, here we go. Where's your arty-farty family right now? Come on, where are they? Where are they?
How dare you? Well, at least I let my child be a child and didn't try and push him into being a money-making machine.
Yeah, right. Okay, look, well, I didn't realize that you, Rose, had all the information and were the expert on my life and knew how to run it.
Oh, well, yes, I watch all the blogs like everybody else.
I'm going to get a pen and paper and I'm going to take
notes. Yeah, go.
I know how to do it.
Oh, don't go. Come back, Lisa. This is silly.
This is silly.
It is silly. I hated how our friendship fell apart.
Me too.
I think it started before Jason went missing. I mean, the more time you spent with him, the angrier I got with you.
Really? I didn't know you felt that way.
Well, I know, but he seemed happy with you, so I left it that way.
Well, I was always jealous of you. I mean, you got this really successful job and then you never had to worry about money. I mean, Hugh had all the businesses and me, on the other hand, I had to jump from part-time job to part-time job to part-time.
Yeah. But at least you had time to spend with the kids. I mean, you might have used it for your selfish gain sometimes, but you were always there for them. You had time with them.
Max was right. I think we do need family therapy, like just to heal the old wounds.
Yeah.
I really did enjoy the family adventures, when we went for the sake of the family.
Yeah, I did too, Lisa.
Yeah. Rose, I gotta go create a blog.
No, I need to say something first. Thank you for finding my son. I should have said it earlier.
Yeah.
Anyway, I look forward to your blog. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Hello there, Bean. This is just a message from your dad, and my name is Jason, and I am your dad. I suppose I'd better talk about my family. Well, on my side of the family, you got me. You also got Charlie, Lucy, Hugh, Emma, and Rose. On your mum's side of the family, the Phelan, Mary, your mum, and Mitch and Lisa. Oh yeah, before I forget, I have a best friend called Max. Charlie used to date him 8 years ago, but not now, not now. They're both moved on, which is kind of a relief for me because I'm in love with your mum, and you are going to be in good hands with your mum and with and with her parents, because they'll be looking after you for the first couple of months or years when you're born, so to speak. This is because I'm in supported accommodation at the moment, and that's because I do not want to have another decline in my mental health. Yeah, I have problems, so to speak, on that side of things. One thing is I hear voices, and I really hope you don't hear voices. Yeah, because whilst it's kind of nice to have the companionship of hearing these voices, sometimes they can be quite scary as well, and they can tell you to not trust the people that want to help you and love you and stuff like that, and it can be quite hard to sort of live a normal life with them. So, yeah, but anyway, what is normal? But I am on the mend, so hopefully I'll be able to visit you sooner rather than later. That'll be good. What I got is the medical term is schizophrenia, not a design flaw, and it's not contagious. You can't catch it like a cold. But with an illness of the mind, there is a sort of, it doesn't have a pinpoint when it actually happens. You have triggers, which I discuss another point with you soon, maybe. I think the root of all my sort of problems is I had a traumatic event, but I didn't hear voices back then. I only started hearing the voices when I started university, and they say that with the stress of university life probably has made me very ill, and which is definitely the point in which my dad, he's called Hugh, thinks about. For me, it was the event that caused my downfall. And it was the moment in which I realized my dreams of becoming an actor was never going to happen. I always wanted to be an actor when I was a young boy, and I had all the right support. I had an agent, did all the sort of training you do as a young thespian. Then I met Tom, and he was the big shot in show business. He was your go-to guy, mentor figure. I felt privileged to have his help. Unfortunately, my parents didn't really know that we started to talk things in private. And that was back when I was a minor, I didn't really know what I was letting myself in for. One day, Tom asked me to come to his place to talk about show business industry and stuff like that. So I went. He ended locking me up in a room. I tried to blank it out. It wasn't pleasant. It wasn't nice, but it happened. Charlie thought this was a good idea to do this as some form of therapy. I still find it really hard to talk about it. You know, that was the day my passion for acting died. But as Charlie has told me, that was in the past, and the past shouldn't affect what happens to me in the future, or at the present, which is getting better to actually be able to see you and your mum and your grandparents in the flesh once more. Because you see, having you in my life has given me the motivation to move on with my life and not think about Tom, not think about what's happened to me. And being a father will be really good. I'll look forward to love you and give you all the support any good father would. And that's my positive note. After talking about all of that, I will look forward to seeing you sooner rather than later. I am on the mend. I'm getting all the support I need, and I hope to be able to see you in the flesh as soon as it's possible. Take care.
Hello.
Hi. I don't know why I didn't just call like a normal person.
Well, what's wrong with Zoom? I've gotten rather used to it in lockdown.
A phone still works.
Anyway, when are you coming home?
Never.
I beg your pardon?
I'm not coming home. I'm staying with my doctor. I'm moving in today.
But we're in lockdown, Charlie. This is precisely why I asked Claude to move in with us before this happened.
But Dominic Cummings broke lockdown.
Yes, well, that's different, isn't it? I mean, he's a senior politician.
He broke the rules too. Anyway, I've got something to tell you. I'm engaged to Bobby.
What?
I'm getting married to Bobby.
Well, I never thought you'd be the settling down type. You won't like this. No, not at all. And consider the fact that he took you off the front line so you wouldn't catch the virus, and now you're moving in with a doctor who's
I know.
at risk of getting it.
Listen to me, Lucy. When Max got out of self-isolation, I thought of visiting him and,
Well, I'm guessing that's what you did last weekend then.
yes. And I thought I still loved him, but then I thought about it and I'm happy with Bobby and we broke up for a good reason.
Right. What
Um,
happened?
And Mary dated Max just after we broke up, so Max just moved on that easily after all that happened to us.
Okay. Well, I don't really know why you broke up. Are you sure?
Well, so he said we should go back out together and everything, and then I thought about it, and then I thought he wasn't there when I needed him the most, and Bobby's more stable.
Right, okay. Well, is that what you really want?
Yes. I want to leave the past behind me, not let it distract my future. I wish we can tell Jason that.
I know.
Yeah. What's wrong?
You're right. I've realised that ever since Mary got pregnant, I've just been living in the past. I think ever since Dad moved abroad and my mum decided to follow, I was forced to move in with Jason's parents. They were always out. So Jason, Mary and we hung out all the time. We became really close. I think those were the happy times before he got kidnapped. And then when he came back, it just wasn't the same. Suddenly, he was the center of attention. All of the adults completely fell out, and our relationships as friends just dissolved away. I felt that I had to be the perfect child. I think now that I probably was just a little bit jealous of the attention that Jason had and wanted some for myself. I'm not proud of it. And then you come in, Madame Crazy, coming in like a wrecking ball. Suddenly I have this responsibility. I have to be sensible. You'd be out partying and I'd be at home studying. Same as now, really.
I'm sorry. I didn't realise you felt that way.
Yes, well, I guess it wasn't your fault. I mean, you did invite me to the parties. I was just too busy at the time to accept.
Yeah. My mum always said I needed to grow up, but life is too short. and since my father died, it confirmed it. And all I wanted to do was to have fun, be happy, make life so interesting, and try all the new things. Because if I slowed down and stopped and thought about his death, it just hurt too much. And no, you're supposed to follow this pattern where you go to university, study, get a job, settle down, have kids. And I don't want to be a sheep and follow everyone. I want to live life to the fullest and did what my dad never did. And I guess we're just both jealous of each other, because I've always admired you. I always thought you had your stuff together. You knew what you was going to do with life, and you always looked after us.
Thank you, Charlie. I really appreciate that. So what's going on with you and Max?
Charlie?
Oh, that's Bobby.
Charlie?
I've got to go. I think this is enough of this heart-to-heart stuff.
Who are you talking
Yeah.
to, Charlie?
Bye-bye.
Rightio.
Mate, my mum always told me I had to grow up, but I didn't want to. Life was too short, and when my father died, it confirmed it. Life was too short. I just wanted to be happy. I wanted life to be amazing and wonderful. I wanted adventures. I wanted to live life to how I want it. To be happy, not to worry. I was always on the go, because if I stopped, the pain and the hurt will come back. I didn't want a normal life. We're like sheep. We are told to go to school, to grow up, and then go to university, get a job, settle down, have kids, and then graduate, and then from life and retire. 80% of our life is working. Is in jobs that you don't like. And I guess I want to live life to the fullest, because my dad never had the chance.
Right, Jason. Come on.
Hey, princess.
Hey, I'm not your princess, all right? We're not dating.
Yeah, but our dates were fun though, weren't they?
I guess. Sort of. I'm not answering that. So where's Jason?
Well, he let me borrow this laptop, so he must have forgotten about your meeting.
Oh. But, like, where is he now?
Well, I kidnapped him and I'm going to set him on fire.
You have a warped sense of humor, Max.
Yeah, well, you're always so suspicious.
Yeah, and you're not. You're always suspicious of something. So, how's the household? Sorry.
Well, it's fine, I guess. What do you think about all this?
All this, I presume you mean the pandemic. Yeah, no, I mean, I don't think it's just a casual flow. I don't think that the population, half the population, are gonna not suffer from this, because I do. And I don't think it's just some conspiracy theory so that the government can hide things.
Yeah, I know, but you've got to admit that now, the way things are, the government can easily distract everybody. They can push all of those policies they want to push through in the House of Lords. They can get things like 5G and the privatization of the NHS.
Yeah, I guess you're right about that, sadly.
Yeah, but anyway, what are you up to?
Well, I've been very busy because, well, I've been studying because my my university has asked me if I wanted to nurse in the corona ward.
What did you say?
I didn't have a choice. He would not let me be on the front lines, like, no way. So he gave me the money and said, as long as you're not on the front line, it's fine.
Did you want to be on the front line?
I mean, it would have been good for my hours, but I've talked to my colleagues that are working there, and they're just so busy all the time. So I mean, I'm quite glad that I'm not doing it now.
Hmm. You know, yeah, you are right. We would have been better as friends. I mean, it is kind of funny because Charlie wanted to keep everything a secret, but then if I'd known, I wouldn't have dated you. It's a small world.
Yeah, it is a small world. I mean, Jason, first of all, you end up like living with Jason, and then after that, you're like dating Jason's stepsister. I mean, crazy.
Well, like Charlie knows. I mean, after the party, she came over after self-isolation, and, you know, I did try to get her back.
Really? Well, what happened?
I love her. I know I like the ladies, but I loved her.
I see. So what happened between you two?
Well, look, first of all, you weren't a rebound. I mean, you're with Jason now. It's different, but it was my fault. I mean, I just couldn't talk about my feelings, and we were serious, but at the same time, we were having fun. You know, it wasn't.
Okay. So did you cheat on her? Like, what happened?
No, it was worse.
Worse? How?
We were drinking, and I introduced her to my best friend at the time, Rob, and we were doing some drugs, nothing heavy. I think Rob was doing some cocaine, and then Rob took us off to meet some of his other mates.
Okay, and then what happened?
I think Charlie said something they didn't like, and then Rob and this other guy started to beat her.
What? What did you do?
I stood back and did nothing. And eventually some other guy stopped them, and then we just heard sirens and everybody ran away.
What happened next?
I went back, Charlie wasn't there, So the next day I went to hers and she was shouting at me. I shouted at her, and I took Rob's side. I tried to let her take the blame. I said, Rob wouldn't normally do this. It's out of his character. You must have done something to create this incident.
Yeah. Oh, that's just such a cowardly thing to do. Oh,
Yeah, I know. And it cost me the love of my life.
if I was, I mean, I don't know how Charlie can just do this. How can she just let this happen to her? I mean, if that was me, I would have just been so. Ugh.
Not so nice to me, not spoken to me. I mean, I'd have done the same thing. But I mean, why do you think she wants to be friends with me again?
Because love is blind, Max, and she likes giving people second chances. She's not a selfish person. She's never been selfish, and I guess she loves you.
What about us?
I don't know. I mean, after what you've just said, I need time to process it. I'm just going to concentrate on me and my baby and Jason.
Right, well, I will tell Jason you tried to contact him.
Yeah, thank you, Max. Bye. So, hey, baby. I don't know how old you are now, but watching this, but Charlie suggested that I do this video for you and tell you about what's been going on. Well, at the moment we're in a pandemic and things are a bit crazy, and I really hope that by the time you're born in my tummy that you will be out of this pandemic and everything will be back to normal and we can see each other, you know, everybody can see you and we can just have a wonderful time. But yeah, I mean, things had never been very conventional for us anyway, so I mean, this is just another thing to add to it. I mean, we were never a conventional family because of what happened with Jason, your daddy. He has a lot of mental health issues, and mainly they're caused because when he went to uni, he was under a lot of stress, and there was an incident that happened to your daddy when he was younger, and it means that he's got some PTSD from it, and he's schizophrenic. So that's why he's not always around. And if you were ever wondering that, that's why. But I hope to be just really frank and open about it with you so that you know what's going on at all times and why he's not with you all the time. I want to tell you that, you know, me and your dad, we've been childhood sweethearts. We've been in love for as long as I can remember. I mean, on and off. And I guess we're the modern Romeo and Juliet. We're always fighting, but then we always come back in the end, and it's great. But the main reason why we're here now and why everything has got back together is because of you, baby. You're so special to me, and you fixed both sides of the family. You know, your dad and I, you know, I'm from the Johnson, he's not, and we're different sides of the family, and you know, it's been really difficult with what happened with your dad. But hopefully your dad will be around, and he'll get better, and I mean, he'll be able to stay with you, I mean, I presume, but if not, Granny will be with you in your early years and she'll look after you, so don't worry about that. I just hope that your daddy does get better. It would be nice to be a proper family. Me, you, and him. So I hope when you're watching this, you can laugh and think, wow, things are so different now. We're just all so happy. But whatever happens with your daddy, I want you to know that he loves you very much. And we're so proud of you, darling, in everything you do. You've been a savior to us and to the family. I love you, chick.